Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriella Catano from CATANO GLAM and this is CATANO GLAM English. Today I have clearly a pretty fun, creative, out of my comfort zone, trendy, editorial-esque makeup look. So if you're interested in learning how to create it, then keep on watching. But first, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post. It's only once a week, so it's not gonna fill your inbox with a bunch of notifications. It's just gonna make it a lot easier so that you guys never miss my videos. If you enjoy my videos, always be sure to like them, to comment, and to share them with your friends so that more people can watch and we can grow this CATANO GLAM English family. Si quieren ver este video o cualquier otro de mis videos en español, pues también suscríbanse a mi otro canal, CATANO GLAM. Alright, let's get into this makeup look. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off by doing our brows. I'm gonna be taking the Unbelievable Brow product from L'Oreal, and this is the shade Brunette. I usually like to use either brunette or light brunette because I don't like putting my eyebrows darker than the natural color of my hair, which already is pretty dark on my brows. And then I like to brush the hair in the front kind of upward, like apply the product upward versus side to side. All right, brows are done, and now we're just gonna carve out the brows and move on to the eyes. So I'm gonna take this Jeffree Star concealer and add it to my eyelids and around my brows just to sharpen up around the brow, clean it up, make it look real good, real pretty, and then prep the eyelids for the eyeshadow. All right guys, so it's time to move on to the eyes finally, and today I'm gonna be taking this Il Makiage makeup multi-dimensional eye color quad called Color Boss Squad. Okay, so I'm gonna take this shade, which is the lightest shade in the palette, called Lush Life, and I am just gonna put this right into my crease, blending it back and forth and kind of taking it to the very outside part of the crease, really of the eyelid, kind of like over here where the eyebrow ends, because we are gonna be doing a cut crease today, but a full-on cut crease, not a half cut crease like you guys usually see on my channel. Now I'm taking the Crown C512 brush, and I'm gonna apply the darker shade of the palette, which is also super matte, and it's called Own It. So I'm gonna start applying this directly into the crease, like directly into the crease. Okay, I'm not gonna blend it out too much like I did with the other shade, and then kind of flick it out towards the end, forming a tail. And now with the fluffy brush that had the original shade, I'm just gonna go back in and blend out just the very top portion of this so that there's no harsh lines, because it's starting to get a little bit messy, but that's okay. We're gonna go back and clean it in just a second. All right guys, so now that we have that done, we're gonna move on to a darker color. I really wanna use black in this look. I don't want it to be crazy though. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of it at a time. And I am gonna take this Color Boss multi-dimensional eye color from Il Makiage. I've been using a lot of their products lately because they sent me a ton to try out. So this is not sponsored by them. I just have a ton of new makeup from Il Makiage that I am dying to try out. First of all, let's talk about this packaging. Okay, this is what it comes in. So you open it like that, and it comes in this packaging, very sleek silver. I really like it. It has their logo. It's kind of like mirrored. I think that's pretty cool. It says Il Makiage, and then this is the shade 966 Wanted. I am taking the brush 515 from Crown, and it is a very pointy pencil type brush, and we are gonna try to get this black right onto the crease and nowhere else. So I'm first starting from the very outer portion of the eyeball, right in the crease, and very carefully just slowly inching my way inward, making sure to follow my crease and not really stray anywhere else. And I've told you guys this trick before to really make sure I'm getting my crease. I like to hold the mirror under me, like at an angle like this, and then kind of raise my eyebrows so that I really open up that lid space. All right, so now that I have it all across my crease, I'm going to start flicking it outward, kind of creating that little tail that we did with the brown eyeshadow. And I am holding it pretty much towards the bottom of the actual brush because I don't want to put too much pressure, and this is a great way if you guys have a heavy hand to prevent you from putting so much pressure, whereas if I were to grab it closer, then it's gonna like really deposit the product like in that spot, versus holding it like this, you have more leeway of kind of blending it out. and I'm applying it a lot softer. So now I do want to see, like, make sure that it stays in that one spot, so I'm holding it a little bit closer so that I can really be precise about it, and then bring my fingers back down kind of towards the middle so I can blend it out. So now that we've created that initial shape of the cut crease, I'm gonna go back in with the brown from this quad and just add very little to kind of blend out that black even more, because yes, I want the black to like stand out, and I want my crease to be like nice and deepened up and, like I said, stand out, but I want everything to seem pretty seamless and blended out as well. All right, guys, so it's time to cut the crease, and I'm gonna take the same concealer from Jeffree Star in the shade C7 and a ColourPop brush, and it actually doesn't have a number, but it's just a simple concealer brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut that crease. So I just created that first initial line that's gonna separate the actual colors on over the cut crease and my lid space, and then eventually I'm gonna put the eyeliner, and that's kind of like the first step that you guys wanna do when you're creating a cut crease. Get that shape right, make sure it's good, and then start to fill in the rest of your eyelid. All right, guys, now that the crease is officially cut, we're gonna move on, and I think I'm just gonna take this Lunar Beauty palette again, Life's a Drag. I've been using it so much. Honestly, I just really love it, and I am gonna take this white shade and start to set that concealer that I just applied to the cut crease. So I just want you guys to see the difference between both eyes. One of them is set and one of them is not set. I really wanted this to be like contrasting, so that's why I decided to use a white instead of like a cream shade or any other shade. So you guys could obviously do what you want, but just so you guys can see the difference. And I'm gonna go over that white just once again with a fluffy brush just to make sure that everything is nice and even. And now I'm hopping back into that crown brush that had a little bit of the black shade left over, and I am just going to very carefully go right along that line right at the crease. And guys, I did not add any shadow to this, okay? This is just like whatever was left on here. Okay, so I'm gonna try something new. I've never done this before. I am going to try to apply an eyeliner with a glitter, liquid glitter eyeliner applicator thing. This is the Heavy Metal from Urban Decay, and it is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, and this is how it comes, guys. It has a little eyeliner applicator, but this is not supposed to be an eyeliner, so I don't know how it's gonna look. I hope it doesn't look tragic and horrible. If it does, I don't know how we'll fix it. Let's just see how it goes. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't want to mess it up at all. I am just going to let it dry because it is a liquid glitter. Off camera, I went ahead and prepped my skin. I put some moisturizer, I put some eye cream, and we're ready to rumble. I am going to be testing out a new foundation I have never tried before, and it is from, you guessed it, Il Maquillage, and this is called the I Woke Up Like This Flawless Base, and I picked up the shade 030. However, it looks a little light, so I might have to add some extra bronzer and all that. And I'm gonna apply it with an Il Maquillage foundation blending brush. And I'm also gonna mix it with this Bobbi Brown Extra Bare Glow. So I definitely don't think it's full coverage. I can still see some redness under here, but I'm going to give it one more pump. On camera, it looks like it's pretty white, at least the viewfinder that I am looking at right now. I don't know how it's gonna look when I transfer this onto the computer, but it does look pretty light to me, so I'm probably gonna have to bronze it up a little bit. I decided to switch to a beauty blender to apply this part because I felt like the brush wasn't really applying it like I would like it to, so yeah. So I definitely don't really like this foundation so far. I feel like there is still some redness around my nose, and I don't know if that has to do with mixing it with this Bobbi Brown or with mixing it with that eye cream that I had on. I'm probably gonna give it a second chance very soon, but so far it's not my favorite. So now I'm pretty scared because I'm also going to try out their concealer that they sent me. This one is actually in the shade 03, and I thought it was going to be my perfect shade, but now that I look at it, it looks much darker than the actual foundation shade. I don't know if you can tell there, but I'm pretty nervous. I don't know how it's going to look. Yeah, it is definitely a thicker consistency type of concealer, and it is 100% darker than my foundation. It's just like a different sort of undertone. The foundation I just felt like was white, and this is definitely yellow. It is brightening up under my eyes. I guess that's what the yellow is for, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some major blending and like damage control with this application. So I'm pretty much just blending out this concealer all over my face. I'm not keeping it just under my eyes because I do want to make sure that my skin is not lighter than my concealer. That's gonna look super freaking weird. The concealer definitely doesn't have a bad coverage, it's just darker, so that's unfortunate. I'll probably just never have to use these two together again. And I'm actually gonna take a little bit of that Jeffree Star. Even though I'm not like a 100% fan of this concealer, it is lighter, so I think it's gonna really add a little bit more of that brightness to my under eye. Okay, so I just wanna add a little bit of cream contour, and I am gonna be taking it from the Aesthetica Cosmetics Cream Contour Palette. And I just wanna try to bronze up my face because I'm looking hella white right now. And even though I'm very fair skinned, I don't wanna look like this, I wanna look tan. Alright guys, so I am just setting under my eyes, and I'm taking the brightening powder from Laura Mercier that you guys have seen several times on my channel. You're not supposed to bake with it, you're just supposed to kind of set and only set under your eyes with it because it's super brightening. So if you set your whole face, you're gonna look super white. Okay, so now I'm just gonna set the rest of my face with this Derma Blend Illuminating Banana Powder, and honestly, I'm just gonna focus it like everywhere where I don't want to look bronze. So basically under here, up here, I'm gonna like lightly tap the cream contour, but not like overly set. All right guys, so I used this in a previous video, but I don't remember if it was in Spanish or in English, but this is the Il Maquillage bronzer. I'm gonna give it another shot because I didn't love it the first time I used it. I felt like it was a little bit hard to blend, but it is the Waka Waka Mineral Baked Bronzer. It is so pigmented, that is one thing, but you have to be careful not to apply it with a hard hand, because then in that case, like, you won't be able to blend it out. All right, so I'm gonna be taking the Il Maquillage Mineral Highlighter in the shade Satin, and I am a little nervous / excited because this is a loose highlighter, and I normally don't wear loose highlighter. Guys, I am obsessed with this highlighter. It is so freaking pretty. The color is everything. It's like a pink champagne-y color. All right, so I'm just gonna give my face a little spritz. And I just use the Il Maquillage Hydrating Setting Spray. So I'm gonna be applying these lashes by Natalie Essence of Beauty, and these are in the style BFF. All right guys, so that is what the look looks like with lashes. I am obsessed. I love these lashes. I think they are so pretty. I've never worn them before. So I'm gonna try something a little different for my lips today. I have not done a red lip in a hot minute. So I'm gonna be applying this Red Ruby Woo lipstick lip liner from MAC. And I just am going to apply this all over the border of my lip, and I'm also gonna fill my lips in with this shade. I didn't fill all of my lips in, and that's because I'm gonna fill the rest in with a lip gloss. And I'm gonna be taking the, you guessed it again, people, Il Maquillage lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Mirage. That sounds fancy. So we are almost done. If you are a normal person that doesn't like to experiment with makeup, you can definitely leave it like this. I'm just adding a little bit of lower lash mascara. So I zoomed you in for this part because we're gonna really focus on applying these little things to my eyelids. I'm just gonna apply a few because I don't wanna go crazy. I've never done this before in a full makeup look. I've done it more for like Halloween, fantasy style makeup looks, but I've been seeing this trend a lot, and I just want to see how I can incorporate it into this look. Alright guys, well this is the final look. Definitely out of my comfort zone. Definitely takes a super extra person to wear something like this. I think it's super fun, editorial, edgy, definitely on trend. You guys could also use the white little pearls versus the black ones. If you want, you could also just finish it all the way through and make a cut crease out of that. Do whatever you want. Get creative. If you guys like this look and want me to create more fun looks versus just everyday wearable ones, then leave a comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like this video. Like this video so that it gets saved so you can watch it over and over and over again. Share it with your friends if you know someone that would enjoy this type of makeup. And of course, follow me on my social media channels, which are always linked down below, and I will have them also on screen for you right over here. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much to everyone who supports this Katano Glam English family. See you next time.